Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this in the world. I hope you guys are doing okay. So I receive this one question consistently from people that watch my videos, have me on PlayStation Network or on Steam or wherever you contact me. And it is basically the question of how you deal with ranked anxiety. So I thought that I would respond in video format because I get the question a lot. And I got the message last night, which prompted me to make this video. So the question is, how do I get over ranked anxiety? And this is specific to Tekken. Now the immediate and simple response would be just play the game. It's not that deep, but I think there's a bit more to unpack here with Tekken's rank system versus other games and why so many people are anxious to jump into ranked once they've obtained a specific rank. Now obviously it is just a game and obviously it is not that deep, but if we just put ourselves in the mind of somebody that is locking in and playing Tekken, I think there's a few reasons why people feel a bit more anxious playing Tekken ranked than they do say Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat or Guilty Gear. So the message that I received was, okay, so I'm at Tekken King now and nerves is at an all-time high. When I go into rank and I just can't stop my heart from beating so fast, I just can't handle the pressure of ranked. So much anxiety, like I lose my train of thoughts when a match starts and I can't seem to focus anymore. So to start with, of all the modern fighting games in circulation right now, I have absolutely zero doubt in my mind that Tekken is the most harsh overall in almost every aspect. I would say the King of Fighters probably has the highest execution across the board. I would say it's very hard to remain consistent in Mortal Kombat because of the nature of the game, but in all aspects, based on my personal experience, Tekken is the most difficult. It requires the most from you because of its scope and range, and it can leave the players feeling very lost. Ranked only serves to amplify this. It's hard enough picking up a character in this game, learning their moves and getting familiar with the game's many systems. Then you have to learn about your opponent's moves and how they interact with the systems, and then whatever playstyle they bring to the table. This can be a very daunting task, especially if you're new to the game, and even if you're not, it can still be pretty overwhelming. The next thing that adds to this is how much time / games you have to work with against your opponent, as in work out what they are doing and apply a game plan to counter it. 2 out of 3 is extremely demanding, and this is where the anxiety starts building up for people. You see a character that you have absolutely no idea how to fight, and suddenly you throw your game plan out the window. I do it as well. Whenever I see Lars or Alyssa players, I suddenly go from being calm, cool and collected to playing like I've got a gun to my head. It happens to all of us, it happens to the best of us. You start mashing, not blocking and applying the same flowcharty playstyle, and before you know it, the match is over. Lastly, the point distribution system in this game is absolutely shambolic. The point system in Tekken 8 is one of the most harsh systems I have ever seen in a fighting game. Not only does it go against the idea of making Tekken a more welcoming game for newcomers, it also creates an environment where people don't want to engage. When you lose in this game to someone of your rank or similar, you lose about an hour's worth of work in 5 minutes. Now the Super Saiyan in me, the Vegeta in me, is like, this is the perfect breeding ground to create strong warriors, to create strong fighters on Tekken. And I really do want to lean into that persona, but then the logical side of me says, I don't think this system makes complete sense. The reason death matches were so popular with the Tekken community is that it actually let you see who was better in the long run. Tekken is a game that has so many moves and systems in it that it is very easy to get cheesed out by somebody in a best 2 out of 3. And so death matches let me know, are you a one-trick pony that can steal a couple of matches from me here and there, or are you someone that can lock in, take a beating and keep on adapting? In a game full of gimmicks, rarely used attacks online and infinite playstyles, are we really allowing the player base to level up by placing them in a 2 out of 3 environment when the game is so demanding? I wouldn't say so. Needless to say, all of these hurdles will put somebody off wanting to go into ranked and potentially lose their title without ever being given the opportunity to adapt and overcome. I know it actually simulates what a tournament environment is like, but it's not a tournament environment. You are playing online, and the primary function of a game should be to have fun and to be rewarding to the player, which I don't think ranked does very well at all. So I get it. However, this is the reality of the situation, so the mindset has to shift. I can complain about the state of ranked until I'm blue in the face, and I don't know if they're ever going to fix it. I can identify the problems and definitely understand and sympathize with why people don't want to jump back into it once they've obtained a certain rank, but we have to deal with the reality of the situation. Now I have praised Tekken for multiple things. One thing I'll never praise it for is its ranked and the god-awful battle pass. I honestly don't know what they're thinking with the battle pass these days. I don't even know if it's worth talking about anymore. The battle pass in Tekken 8 is absolutely ridiculous. But if we just stick to the ranked mode, this is the ranked mode that we have. So the mindset that I carry into ranked now is, I don't care about the title anymore. I care about getting better at the game. This is the environment the game has forced me into. I just have to learn to adapt. Now, I'll certainly bitch about it on YouTube in hopes that somebody listens and common sense wins the day and we do get death matches back. But when I'm sitting here playing, I do try to adapt to the situations at hand. I no longer care what my rank says because I've been a Tekken God before. I've been one match away from being Tekken God Supreme. I know that if I had more time and I wanted to grind this game out, I could become God of Destruction. I might need the algorithm to feed me players that don't know how to fight Feng Wei, but because of the winning streaks that I've been on and how close I've been to going up into these ranks, I know that I can do it. However, what's more important is coming across players that are really good and learning the game through them. Because at the end of the day, you guys have seen me beating God of Destruction players. You guys have seen me beating tournament level players. And my rank says Tekken Emperor now. I lost my God rank. So how much does it really matter? What you should do to anybody that is suffering with anxiety and going into ranked mode is forget about the ranks. Forget about the points. The point system is incredibly harsh. You could be here fighting for an hour and in 2 matches you lose all of those points. And then in the 3rd match, if you lose to somebody that is of a similar rank than you, you are going to lose about a day's worth of playing. Now, I don't know how much time you guys have to play Tekken. I don't have that much time considering my work life, gym, editing on YouTube, and then just generally having a social life. I haven't even gotten to the cinema to watch Deadpool yet. So my message to the guys that are asking me, how do you deal with it, Mike? What do you do? How do you keep on trucking forward? It's literally because you are focusing too much on that rank. Don't worry about your rank. Just enjoy the fight. The rank doesn't mean anything if you can only obtain it. It's easier to become a champion, as they say. It is much harder to stay a champion. You might be able to win the WWE Championship, but can you go on a title run like the Tribal Chief? What's more impressive? Obtaining God mode 16 times or obtaining God mode once and never losing it? Just improve your skill in the game and the ranks will follow. Sometimes the ranks do matter and they do reflect how good you are. Sometimes there are God of Destructions that definitely deserve to be there, and there are people that have become God of Destruction and don't play ranked anymore because they know if they play ranked they'll lose it. And I understand wanting to have the nice shiny title. It was very nice when I had Tekken God next to my name, but at the end of the day Lydia came out and I got smacked around, and apparently I don't deserve it. So I need to learn the Lydia matchup. So I'm asking Lydia players to play with me in 1st to 10 so I can learn the matchup, so when I come across her in ranked, I'm not so worried about getting smacked around. Even if you lose your ranked, it doesn't matter because you got there once before. That means you can get there again. And if you just forget about the ranks and you focus on getting better, the game is going to become much more enjoyable because you're not going to care anymore that somebody cheesed you out and you lost, because your mentality is going to be like, well, I just need to get better, and then they won't be able to cheese me out. If this still doesn't make any sense to you guys, I encourage you to go watch Dragon Ball Z. It will all start to make sense then. Anyways guys, I hope this answered your question. I get this question a lot. I get it on my live streams. I get DM'd to me all the time on Instagram, Twitter, PlayStation Network, Steam, wherever you guys can catch me. And so this is the mentality that I carry into everything. But maybe that's just because I watch a lot of anime. I just got off watching Baki and Kengan Ashura, so maybe I'm in that mentality right now. That being said, this Saturday, myself and King J and potentially Perfect Legend, I'm not too sure, and hopefully some other people, will be hosting a viewing party for SummerSlam. So those of you that are into wrestling, I'm sure you guys caught my wrestling references earlier on. We might be doing a viewing party. It's not confirmed yet. However, for Sunday on the Shambolic Showdowns, which I do every weekend, this time we're going to be doing death matches. We're going to be doing 1st to 10s. I'm going to try and start the stream earlier because I know this can take a long time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my community tab. I'm going to announce that we're doing death matches this week, and all you have to do is comment on the community tab that you want to take part, or you can comment it on this video. I'll take your name down, I will announce the time of when it's starting, and then what will happen is we will do the death matches. Now all the death matches are going to be against me. However, if you are able to beat me in a 1st to 10, I will send you a 1-month free trial of Game Pass. Even if you've had a free trial before, this free trial will still work because it's one of the ones that stack on top. So that's just a little incentive for you guys to come along and try to beat me. Now I'm not saying that because I'm the best player in the world. I'm certainly not. I'm actually doing this to help me improve in the game, and obviously because you guys are gracious enough to award me of some of your time and playing the game with me. If you manage to beat me, I will give you that 1-month free pass. Anyways guys, I hope this video helped. I hope you're all well, and I'll catch you all very soon. Take care and peace.